Coach Kane, you're starting your 23rd year as the only coach this program has seen. Last season had to be one of your roughest in terms of win-loss record and of the Bulldogs maybe not living up to their potential. Would you agree?
I'd agree in not meeting that standard that our program has had for many years. When you look at the statistical aspect of it, of course, the win-loss category. Large group of young players starting a majority of the games. It's all about patience at that time. If we can get results, it's a bonus. This year, there's a lot of optimism because of, one, the knowledge that was learned through that experience. Two, the commitment to those players to make it different. And the spring season really helps to help build that a new attitude and a new player in terms physically, and that's what I've seen in the preseason.
Okay, so let's start with the strength of your 2016 Bulldogs. What first comes to mind?
First thing that comes to mind is a commitment, which I mentioned is underlined by the physical aspect, and we're a better team physically. Fitness-wise, strength-wise, we're a better team. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Anytime you have that, you have more confidence. And we have more confidence, of course, the optimism of a new season. There's good energy in the group, and those are the two things that come to mind for me.
Goals seemed hard to come by last year. Who do you see stepping up their game this year in the goal production department?
Well, we'd like to see players that, when you recruit them, you think in the duration of their time here, they're going to build into roles. We should have both some seniors involved in that. Well, one senior, Kaylee Biat, should be involved in that. Our junior captain, Sky Finley, should be involved in that. I wouldn't be surprised to see Taylor Johnson and her stats be career best this year. Natalie St. Martin was a good surprise last year as an attacking player, and I wouldn't be surprised to see her near the top of our scoring chart as well.
Last year, soccer is such a game of small margin of errors, and you lost 9 games, I believe, by 1 goal last year. What does your team have to do better this year to turn those into wins?
Well, we have to be better physically, and we are more mature physically. That doesn't guarantee anything statistically, but it certainly does put you in a position to potentially compete better, eliminate mistakes that can be costly. We need to have a better attitude in the compete department, so to speak. Everything matters. Younger players don't seem to embrace that as much. Everything matters within the context of the performance, and I think that there's a better attention to that.
Starting goalie job appears to be up for grabs with 3 returning veterans. Has a front runner appeared at this point?
I would have to say a front runner would be our oldest, player, and that's Jordan. She should be a player that we should rely on to take the job, so to speak. But there is competition. Last year proved that. It's the same this year, and we have about another week before our first game, so we'll see what happens.
Any newcomers you envision making an immediate impact on your club this fall?
Right now, Michaela Iaquinto is doing real well. She's good fitness, playing her natural position at center back. She's showing that she's going to make an adjustment fairly seamless to this point. So that's one that stands out for me right now.
And finally, how do you see the NSSE title race shaping up, and where do you see the Bulldogs fitting in?
Well, I don't see it like the rest of the coaches do. That's for sure. In terms of a preseason guess, I was a bit surprised with our spot, but I guess they show a lot of respect for our program, for our players. Maybe a little respect for me. I don't disagree with how it looks for the top 4. I think that's pretty accurate, and that's pretty close, I think, to what I did. But this conference is extremely competitive. 4 through 14 in a preseason poll really could end up being 4 through 14 upside down in the end, honestly. And I look forward to it.